Sam, send Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Eladon to rendezvous with Jorgel Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Remnant starship? No.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna head to the colony, smooth the waters.
What are you looking at?
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Think you're tough? Wait till you meet young dudes.
Hey, I recognize your insignia. You're Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Must be a reason you're here. Is there a problem?
Not with the Nexus. This is a personal matter. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You're a good brother, Kent.
Don't congratulate me yet. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
Andromeda sells water out here. That must be where she stores it.
What are you looking at?
To be honest, I'm curious about what's going on here.
What's going on is none of your damn business. Keep walking, or I'm gonna shoot out your knees.
I thought the rule was no guns.
That won't protect you outside the gates. If you see me there, you better run.
Pathfinder, is it necessary to engage with this individual? I don't see how it helps our cause.
Right. Let's just back away slowly, guys.
But you were having such a stimulating conversation.
Ryder, I heard that little exchange. I don't understand it. They screened every initiative applicant. How did so many of them end up violent and unstable?
You think something's up?
That's what I want to find out. Can you scan the scavengers here in the Paradise and transmit the data to me? And, you know, be discreet. Wow. Be careful around that one, Ryder. Excellent.
What are you looking at?
Ania runs this place. I don't know her, but I've heard things. My people consider Eladin uninhabitable, but she managed.
It's a fair exchange.
Why? Because you say it is.
Partly. I wouldn't be in business if I wasn't fair.
That one didn't work.
So
Try
go
someone
take
else.
Somewhere else.
Okay, I will.
You're Ania.
That's right. You've heard of me.
Word gets round. You thrive on Eladin, which is supposed to be uninhabitable.
True. I have made something of a paradise here. No fighting, no violence. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Yeah, everyone's on their best behavior. Is it natural, or are they on something?
Nothing so complicated. These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
I'm supposed to meet a Krogan here named Strux.
Look around. If my customers have names, I don't know them. It's better that way.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Eladin.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flop House, east-ish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Eladin with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Mordor and I get along well, so far.
What can I buy?
I don't know. What do you have to trade? Mostly I sell water, but you should go out to the tanks if you want that.
Is there anywhere else on the planet to, I don't know, find water?
Not really. And if I don't like the look of you or you get on my bad side, then no water for you.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
How'd you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the Collective is saying about you.
I take it you remember.
I don't take sides. That way when a fight breaks out, I always win.
What's your take on Eladin?
If the worm or the gang leaders don't kill you, the heat in Ataraxia will. I don't know how anyone can live here.
Somehow they make it work.
Barely. At least once a trip, an escaped slave or ex-cultist tries to bribe me for a ride out of here. Except the Krogan. I've seen New Tachanka. We'd all be lucky to have a setup like theirs.
You said you run salvage to Kadara. How does that work?
The scavengers come from Hell's Promise to sell me their scraps. I pay them next to nothing.
Charming. Then what?
I haul my loot to Kadara and sell to the merchants. Sloane takes her cut, naturally, but mostly I make a killing. Sometimes I even buy water from Ania and sell it at a premium in the flophouse. It's a solid life.
If you say so. You must deal with the scavengers a lot.
No more than I have to. Slavery, cannibalism, gang leader worship. It's enough to make my skin crawl.
Strong words from one of their customers.
I buy from them. Doesn't mean I have to like them. Might be safe here, but out there, if a gang leader wants you dead, you're dead. I don't plan to let my guard down.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
Come on. You're the only one here who doesn't want to kill me. Just help me out.
Fine. I've never met her, but I heard a few scavengers talking. Mention a cave out in the dunes. Something about Isabel's time being limited. This is the nav point. Just watch out. That's a bad area.
All of Eladin is a bad area.
Good point.
Ever worked with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
Used to. Know where he is?
Haven't heard from him in a while, actually. No one has. For all I know, he's living it up on the Nexus.
Take it easy.
Always do.
You've been trained to spot this.
One of the reasons Ania hired me. I know whose good side to get on.
What's your boss like?
She gave me a job and a place to live. I'm grateful to her for that.
But...
She's not easy on your kind. I've seen her deny them water based on nothing but her mood. She didn't live on Kadara like I did. All she's seen is the exiles on Eladin. It's enough to turn anyone against outsiders. But I don't like seeing people suffer. Even exiles.
So you work for the water merchant?
I design the filtration systems. Now I keep them from breaking down in the heat.
You're an engineer?
Of sorts. On Kadara, I design defense systems for the settlements. Specialized in hidden traps to use in the dark. I can't continue that work here.
Why?
The sun never goes down on Eladin. No nighttime. Just constant blazing daylight. It's why the Paradise does so well. Water isn't the only commodity. We have shade.
How'd you end up here?
Same as anyone. I was desperate. Ran out of debt on Kadara and needed to escape. I have to say life isn't bad here. I move between the Paradise and New Tachanka, keeping the water tanks running. Sometimes I even go to the flop house to buy extra parts from the scavengers. They respect me there. Still, I miss the exciting stuff. Felt like I was making a difference when I built defense systems.
I should get going.
Careful out there. Pathfinder.
I should get...
Careful.
Got it.
Don't get any closer. Just back off. Back away. Get away.
Hey! Welcome! Come this way!
Not a
Follow me.
scavenger rider.
That's a fancy ship, alright. You'll find lots of deals inside. Just talk to my boss. Come on, this way. This is a special place. The Paradise.
Data inconclusive. Find a different one.
Shh, don't draw any attention. Can't let them see me.
What are you doing?
Sneaking onto the next ship out of here. Getting off this hellhole. Paid a smuggler on Kadara to wait for me. All I need to do is get to him. They haven't seen me yet. Think I'll make it this time. Just need to be quick enough.
That's a good way to get yourself killed.
Maybe, but worth the risk. Besides, feeling lucky. If I try to leave, I might die. If I stay, I definitely die. No coming back from what I did.
What happened? Piss off the wrong person?
Followed a gang leader near Ataraxia called Little Mouse. Seemed like a nice kid, till he started taking slaves. Didn't agree with it, so I freed every one of them. Now his people are after me. No running from Little Mouse. Not unless I get off Aladdin.
You did a good thing. The Tempest can take you where you need to go.
Thanks, but the smuggler won't deal with me if he sees a Nexus ship. Gotta sneak out of here and get to Kadara. Only way to escape Little Mouse.
I guess I'll leave you to it.
Yes, back away. You didn't see me. Look away. You saw nothing.
Gonna get a better gun.
I detect above normal temperatures.
Not a ship, not mine. This scrap.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Yeah, pulled the whole thing apart. Wish I got in on that deal.
Next time I'll try more for
Dudes.
myself.
Data inconclusive. Find a different one.
Did I hear you talking about the Remnant?
Dunno. You an eavesdropping snake?
Been breaking it down to sell. Could make a killing from the pieces.
That's probably bad news. We should check it out later.
Push off.
This scrap will be my ticket out of here. You just watch.
Thanks, Ryder. That should be enough. I'll analyze this and let you know what I find.
Ryder, head towards the colony when you're ready to get our transport back. Hart is waiting at Ford's greenhouse.
Got it.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
A special circuit.
Life support restored.
So, Eladin. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The Remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict Remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned?
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and Remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Sinkholes. Sounds fun.
Not really. Eladin is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad. Are you Jorgel Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
Scout Ryder, Pathfinder for the Initiative. You asked me to meet you here?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Losing the Krogan was a big deal to a lot of us in the Initiative. Some of my best friends are Krogan.
That's right. I didn't want to leave the Nexus, but I needed to support my people and my clan.
So, trouble at the colony?
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morta's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
Drac trusts Morta, and I trust Drac.
Hey, Morta's leading the colony for a reason. She's tough, but that's good. You're not there, Drac. Morta is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Tough bastards like you?
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morta's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morta ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravener Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Levels increasing.
Why the pistol, PB? Why not something with more heft?
I like to be light on my feet.
But you got biotics. You can make me light on my feet.
You're dangerous enough as it is, old man.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
There will be scavengers ahead, if the sun didn't get them first.
Think that's it?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Can't get over how much there is to learn out here. Cutting edge of remnant research.
Isn't that new? Maybe it's 1,000 years talking, but all this feels familiar.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
You know, you still owe me a seismometer.
I'm not the...
You're approaching the refuge of Dirk Barrett. We are not hostile. Repeat, not hostile. Please do not shoot.
Don't trust everything you hear out here, kid.
Pathfinder, I'm Dirk Barrett. I speak for everyone you see here. Glad you're hearing me out instead of shooting me in the face.
It never really hurts to listen.
I agree. Most of the people who live here don't, as I'm sure you've noticed. They kill anything that moves, including each other. Long-term prospects for survival? Zero. Me? I haven't lost my mind. I don't want to die. Neither do these people. That's why I need your help.
Well, I am the Pathfinder, and I'm pretty sure my job description includes help people survive in Helios. So shoot. What do you need?
First, we need to move. This shelter is small and can't be fortified. Another gang has taken over a base about 20 clicks from here. Beautiful setup they don't know how to use. idiots taking apart the walls for scrap. If you can help us clear them out, I think we'll be good.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Pathfinder. Anything else you need to know, just ask.
Why did you come to Eladin?
Seemed like a good idea at the time? Yeah, I know. Not the smartest move. Kadara bothered some people. Sloane muscling her way into Angara territory. I guess some of us wanted to start with a clean slate. Too bad I got shit on so fast.
You and your crew aren't as violent as the other scavengers here.
From the start, Eladin was about how much firepower you had. Got firepower, you can take what you want. Resulted in lots of people using their guns to get bigger guns. Eventually, I had to step back and think about what I really wanted out here, and how to get there. Turns out I wasn't the only one.
If you manage to get a fortified base, what then?
Trade, hopefully. We know the Krogan are out here. Once we're set up, we'll try to make contact. Maybe if we're really successful, the other exiles will come around and join us. I just know that anarchy is unlikely to get us very far. We need people working towards the same goal.
Sounds like you're setting yourself up as leader, or perhaps warlord?
That's the problem with organization. Someone needs to organize. Often takes a forceful personality. The beginning's always hardest. Once you have a strong foundation, that's when you ease up. Learn to survive before working on quality of life. Know what I'm saying?
Nothing else right now. I'll head out.
All right. Won't keep you.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Live much longer than the rest of the Milky Way species.
Yeah, so?
But now you've got about as much time left as Ryder, Vetra, everyone else on the team.
If I'm lucky, get to the point.
Must be weird. After so much time, finally facing the end.
Time is time. Number of years don't matter as much as what you do with them. Whatever I've got left is gonna be chock full of living.
Get ready to fight!
what you said about life and longevity, Drac?
Remind me what I said?
You said the number of years we're around isn't what matters. Back home, I knew so many old Asari who stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade one of my years for 100 of theirs.
So, Morta's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Amazing's about right.
Life support restored.
New Tachanka coming up.
I detect above normal temperatures. Pathfinder, the salvage ahead attracted scavengers.
Saw some of your scouts.
Dead, probably, otherwise you wouldn't have.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Never met someone who wore so much dead stuff.
Yeah, you have. Just not dead on the outside.
Well,
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support restored.
here they come!
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
What's it like living an entire millennium, Drac?
You want my advice? Take notes as you go. Otherwise, you sort of lose track of it all.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Looks like a remnant structure.
Nope. Why?
Your attitude, aggression, the way you don't take shit from anyone.
My mother made it exclusively with other Asari.
Is that right?
Looks like that was another memory gate, Sam.
And the last. However, a deeper level of encryption is in place. Unfortunately, the conditions to unlock it haven't yet been satisfied.
Well, let me know when that changes. No telling what Dad was up to.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Remnant pillars. Bound to be a few lurkers.
Remnant pillars, let's check them out.
Remnant pillars. Careful.
Nice to see you don't pull your shots when we're fighting your precious remnant.
Can't study them if they kill me.
ambient temperature is normal. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%. Pathfinder, someone is attempting to access your comm unit. Should I patch it through?
Go ahead.
Hello, you're a Pathfinder, right? I recognize your receiver ID. I need help. I'm in the sinkhole. It's the one with... I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Hey, I guess in the worst case, we can get out and push.
Oh, good. You heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call the landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Eladin's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
Tell me what I can do to help you.
Glad you asked. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers, get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready. They're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Eladin?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Eladin receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out here.
My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
You're almost dead anyway. Ryder, the scavengers are dismantling the remnant tech.
Is that a problem?
Normally, no. But if they get their hands on a remnant core, it could become unstable and attract the scourge.
How do we stop it?
I have no idea.
Pathfinder, I could modify your honesty to disable the cores and prevent them from reacting.
Do it. Let's go fix this.
High temperature alert. Do not proceed. Systems are failing, Pathfinder.
Time to fight!
survived by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. I detect above normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Heat levels increasing. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
That should do it.
Pathfinder, I detect scavenger interference at additional remnant sites.
They never make it easy for you. Let's go to those other sites.
temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I detect above normal temperatures.
Where is everyone?
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. It appears he's been dead for several hours, Pathfinder.
But who killed him?
Residue indicates this crate once held weapons, but it's now empty.
No weapons on the dead scavengers either.
Analysis of alcohol content reveals it was brewed here on Eladin.
Made here? Out of what?
It's probably safer if you don't know, Pathfinder.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You want to tell me why you were sneaking around in there?
You saw the camp. When Axius comes, the only thing to do is hide.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axius leads the meanest gang on Eladin. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk didn't even fit our ship. Axius must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You've been surprisingly helpful.
Hey, we're not all bad. Some of us just got unlucky. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axius, shoot first. He's not a talker. I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
The scavengers set up camp out here. How do they survive the heat? Here they come!
Pathfinder, that canister is volatile. Shooting it will trigger a reaction. Pathfinder, a tracking signal was attached to that canister.
Why?
Unknown. The signal is defunct. There may be more at other scavenger sites. I detect multiple life forms, Pathfinder. Likely Axius and his scavengers. Records indicate Axius has multiple bounties on his head. Be careful, Pathfinder.
Never cross Axius.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable. This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back to her.
Sky's an odd color. Though I guess my eyes are the strangers here. The sky is what it is.
No, it's pretty weird.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
The worst trouble you've ever been in, Drac?
Look around.
Really? You've been alive 1,400 years and this is the worst?
Trouble always feels worst when you're in it. Everything else is just a good story.
Pathfinder, I detect a dip in temperature ahead. The scavengers have set a dune camp.
Yes?
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder. Yes?
Let's take a peek.
This sounds like trouble already.
How old are you, BB?
100 and change.
You're just a young one still.
Hey, I've seen some shit.
Not saying you haven't. You just got a lot of years ahead of you. Make sure you enjoy them.
You know the drill? Let's get those cores.
We've got targets!
Life support restored.
There, that's it.
Pathfinder, I am picking up unusual readings at the final site. Energy levels are higher than normal.
The cores! They're already unstable. We need to hurry.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
What's with the smudge over your eyes? Trying to be some kind of superhero?
Why all the bones? Trying to be some kind of supervillain?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, let's get... Uh-oh. Dodged a big one, Ryder. Thank you.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Is normal. Levels increasing.
Annoyed you didn't get a Krogan arc? I mean, I'm not missing the Asari one, but that's different.
And yet somehow we ended up in the exact same place.
The ambient temperature is normal. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Scavengers set up a dune camp. Stay on guard.
The ambient temperature is normal. Pathfinder, this outlaw died from a highly infectious disease.
We can't let this spread to our people. Can we find the source?
Possibly, if I receive more data. Life support at 100%.
I don't think we'll last much longer in this.
You should be able to locate these glyphs, Pathfinder.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. I think that's enough.
That did it! Nice going.